Hey Tigers fans, what's going on? Hermdo back with you, and today we're taking a look at the last 15 Tigers games. Their record is 9-6, 76 runs scored versus 62 allowed for a plus 14 differential. Pythagorean over the stretch is about a 600 win total, so approximately 9 games, so they're basically right on the nose. These stats are all compiled by StatMuse. Got some really good numbers in here for us to take a look at, but their slash OPS is 272, 315, 493, which is an 808 OPS, which is a little, I think it's slightly higher than league average, so they've been doing pretty good in that regard. Home runs and extra base hits, 26 home runs, 55 extra base hits, 1.73 home runs a game, ISO 221. Strikeouts and walks, 24.4% strikeout rate, 133 strikes versus at 546 plate appearances, 7% walk percentage was 31 walks on 546 plate appearances. Base running, 6 stolen bases, 3 times they were caught stealing. Issue is here, and we're going to get more into it, but they're relying more on extra base power and home runs instead of forcing walks across, instead of manufacturing runs like that. That was, as we know, Tigers teams in the past, I've brought it up a million times, but Tigers always relied on that extra base power in teams of the past, especially some of those teams in the early 20s that were World Series contenders. They were always very reliant on home runs, could not get walks across the board, especially guys like Javier Baez. We'll get into him in a minute, but guys like Justin Henry Malloy, he's been down in AAA for about 2 or 3 months now, and he was I think he was the 6th highest walk total on the team. I think he maintained that status even though he's been in AAA for months now. But this team is just really not walking, except for probably Gleyber Torres. Runs allowed 62, which is 4.13 a game. Tight wins, 1-run victories on August 8th, which was 65, August 11th, which was 2-1, and August 13th yesterday, which was 1-0 against the White Sox. Bullpen had to close out, nailed by blowout games, allowed 9 runs twice on August 6th and August 12th, which skews the line, but otherwise mostly 3 to 5 runs allowed from game-by-game results. Contact looks strong, ISO about 221, but table setting is thin. On base percentage is 315, low walk rate. They're slugging their way to runs rather than grinding walks. That's been a problem for the Tigers, but hopefully we can retool it a little bit, but I'm not sure those numbers are going to improve very much, especially with only maybe a month, maybe about 40 games left in the season. Pitching and defense, 4.13 runs against per game, a solid over 2 weeks. The distribution matters. Several low run prevention games, including a 1-0 and 2-1 win, bookended with a couple of blowups. The pattern lines up with recent reporting that rotation is holding while the bullpen has been more volatile. And that's definitely been the case with guys like Tommy Kahnle, who, quite frankly, has been very overworked the last few weeks. He's getting a lot of innings thrown his way, but guys like Vest and Finnegan have been locking it down for the most part. Vest had some shaky outings, but with Finnegan in the rotation, eating up those late innings, looks like he's kind of solidified, and those two guys have been locking down the team, getting some much-needed closeout wins. Opponent context notes who they faced. Diamondbacks on the July 28th to the July 30th. It was a sweep to start the run. Phillies from August 1st to August 3rd. Complete road set. It was competitive. Loss, low-scoring loss in the finale. They were shut out 0-2. Twins, August 4th, August 6th, took 1 of 3. The August 6th game was a 9-run allowed outlier. Angels, which was August 8th to August 10th, won the series with 2 6-run outbursts. 2 6-plus run outbursts. And the White Sox, which was August 11th to August 13th, took 2 of 3, 2 1-run wins, including a 1-0 shutout to cap the stretch. Some quick advanced metrics here. Power ISO 221, comfortably above typical league average, which is usually 165 to 175. Plate discipline, strikeouts 24.4 is a bit high. Walk percentage is 5.7, which is below average. On base percentage, ceiling caps, big innings, clusters of homers, extra base hits did the damage. Run expectancy efficiency with plus 14 differential and 9.6 record. They're converting runs to wins at expectation, which is Pythagorean, as we already discussed, about 600. High leverage execution, 3-1 run wins. Point to late inning conversions, despite the bullpen's recent shakiness, called out beat/feature coverage. And let's take a look at some of the key hitters and their stats. Kerry Carpenter, in 14 games played, 42 at-bats, 10 runs, 15 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, RBIs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Gleyber Torres, 14 games played, 56 at-bats, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 double, 0 home runs, 3 RBIs, 5 walks, 0 strikeouts. Andy Ibanez, 11 games, 27 at-bats, 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 doubles, 0 home runs, 3 RBIs, 0 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Zach McKinstry, 12 games, 37 at-bats, 5 runs, 9 hits, 4 doubles, 0 home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and 15 strikeouts. Javier Baez, to round it out, 13 games, 43 plate appearances, 43 at-bats, if you want to call it that, 4 runs, 11 hits, 1 double, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, 0 walks, which is not surprising for him, 13 strikeouts. Kerry Carpenter has been red hot, leading with a monster 1.235 OPS and slugging, anchoring the offense. Gleyber Torres with a strong 392 on-base percentage, providing excellent on-base performance, remarkably so despite no homers. Ibanez delivering high average and efficiency in limited play. McKinstry is getting on base but riding a high strikeout rate. Baez brings solid contact and drive but no walks. But yeah, the core of Carpenter and Torres has driven the offense high, both in OPS and OBP. A balance on the plate. There's power, average, and OBP in the mix with high strikeouts and limited walks elsewhere. Limit, run, platform, potency. Bullpen has been inconsistent, capable of great saves in tight spots, also prone to big innings allowed. Success in tight games, such as clutch performing arms like Finnegan, Vest, Melton, Holton, were used smartly. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of those guys, especially with Troy Melton having a nice game. But probably going to be more late inning pitching chaos like we saw last year on their miraculous run to the postseason. But yeah, I mean the Tigers, they're still in it. They're still very much in it. I believe that the lead is about 6 games above the Cleveland Guardians, and we're playing them in a couple weeks. So that'll be very, very tight. That'll probably be a very tight series, a very important series for the Tigers. You would hope that there would be enough distance between us and the rest of the division that these games wouldn't matter as much, but it's the Tigers. If it's not a big, sweaty, nervous mess down the stretch, it's not Tigers baseball as far as I'm concerned. They're still in the middle of a road game against divisional opponents. They're playing the Twins today. They're playing the Royals next, I believe. So these games are going to be very important. Twins are scuffling right now. They're in a lot of trouble. The whole team is a mess, so Tigers should be able to take advantage of that. But yeah, 2 series wins in a row, 9-6 record overall. They have been very solid, and things seem to be trending upward for the most part. Still high strikeout rates, low walk rates. The team relies on power that's just not quite there, except for a couple key players. Riley Green needs to start heating. But other than that, I got to say, I'll give it a solid B for the last 15. Hopefully we can expect more consistency for the Tigers going forward as the season winds to a close. But that's all I got for you guys for right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Go Tigers. Oh, yeah, subscribe to Detroit Fan Forum, too. Go Tigers.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.